Three Grumpy Gamers.
Welcome back, guys and girls. Once again, another Three Grumpy Gamers podcast. Funny intro. There we go, there you have it.
This is me, it's shock aversion therapy.
Yeah.
There was a ride at the fair in the 80s called the Street Racer, and it was this little wooden merry-go-round. Instead of shitty horses, it had different motorbikes. I particularly liked the chopper, the Harley. And I went on during the day, and I was 9-year-old. It was the first time my mum and dad took me over on the night, and the rides were much faster. And I was so thin and light, the faster it went, the more I left the bike towards the end of it, because the guy goes, scream if you want to go faster. And I was going, please stop, please stop.
So we went faster.
And we went a lot faster. And my knuckles were white. It was literally a white knuckle ride, and I wasn't on the bike. And this is the song that was on. So if I cover and uncover my ears like this, I can relive that moment.
Good.
This bit where on this bit you used to speed it up.
Baby!
That's that.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame you didn't die.
I know, I nearly did. And other point of business that I want to get out of the way very early is I think I owe you £1 that you wish to drill a hole through and wear around your neck.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way on this gods of given earth I'm going to finish The Witcher in like anything less than a fucking month.
Thank you.
And I'm absolutely hammering it to bits. I can't walk past the question marks.
Are you more upset about the fact that you're not getting it finished, or that you've just had to give me £1?
More the fact that I have to give you £1 because I'll still finish the game.
Yeah, but you've just basically said that, oh Michael, you were right.
No, I'll just give you £1.
And that's what the pound represents.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
It
does.
doesn't. It just means that you're a gaylord.
I'm going to drill a hole in that and wear it on my neck.
Good, I thought I hope you do. I've got a crack of these at the mic. Anyone like chocolate biscuits? No, I'll have them.
Right.
What kind of questions are? Parcel of chocolate biscuit.
I've cracked them, there you go.
Thanks. Russell.
What have you been playing? You've been playing The Witcher.
Very,
You've been
very much
playing...
so.
The Witcher.
Wow.
I have got something controversial for you though.
Oh, go on then.
After playing... Hang on, I'll eat this biscuit. I'll talk, say something.
I've been really playing The Witcher. Just mainly, not just because he's picked it back up, but because there's been like a bit of a lull and shit for us to play until the Division comes out. And I thought I'd never really give it like a fair chance, so I've been getting back into it and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Right, well,
Good.
on my first playthrough before I lent it out, I must have got halfway through Novigrad.
You took the sissy route though and you put on easy. Like very easy.
No, it's on like normal.
But now you put it on...
Super easy.
No, I thought you changed to Death March.
No, I'm doing Deathmatch in my next playthrough.
Alright, okay.
But I've got like I'm a very, very big chunk into Skellige now.
Mhm.
And I've really got to grips with the potion side of it. I've really got to grips with like the mechanics of the game and all the other stuff, because it's not that I didn't understand it before, I just wasn't on it much, and when I was, everyone else was playing it at the same time. So just come out, we were on comms a lot, and I had people whittering on in my ears like, oh, if you spin round 360 degrees but don't fully enter a monster's nest, you'll get, you know, or like, there's this bug here with it, and like, it kind of, for my own fault for staying on comms, but it spoiled the immersion, lent the game out. Didn't think that much of it. I thought it was good RPG. Now I'm playing it, and I've got more and more into it, and the further on the game goes, the more gripping it is, and the more involved and deeply written and better the characters are. I'm going to honestly go on record and say I prefer it to Dragon Age.
Me too.
Do you really?
Yep.
I was expecting you to be like, nah,
No, it's
But,
the way they've crafted it. It's just far better.
it's a better game, but it's more...
And you know how much that'll pay.
Dragon Age is good, but I find that the characters in comparison and the writing to be wooden.
I mean, Dragon Age is great as a whole, but I think whatever they had with Origins, they lost.
Totally. I agree with you.
Like, they kind of brought it back a little with Inquisition, but like...
But I think if you go from Dragon Age
second
2 to
one's-
Inquisition.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
it's still nowhere near as good as
Didn't,
what
wasn't
Origins
in
was.
between Origins and the other ones though? Isn't that when EA bought them out and then loads of the original Dragon Age people left?
No. EA owned BioWare by the first one.
I thought they owned them for the second one.
All three of them.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, there must have been like between the first and the second one though. I'm fairly sure there was like a big exodus of writers. I know there's a one guy who writes the books and oversees the games, but the people who
David Gator.
yeah, the core writers and the people who actually write it into the game, I think did a fucking terrible job.
Well, now that David Gator's left, it's kind of worrying
Sorry.
me for the future of
They
the...
did a terrible job on the second one. Inquisition is fantastic. It's still a good game,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
but
Which is far better.
I think personally, the best thing that Dragon Age could have done was stay with the whole Grey Warden thing. Because that's what really drew me
the
into
Grey
the first
Wardens
one.
were cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed me off about the second game. I was like, where the fuck's my
Yeah.
Grey Warden?
Yeah.
And then in the third one, they're kind of there, but it's just inconsequential.
I know that in Origins they kind of wrapped up the whole story with Morrigan, because in Witch Hunt you go and search for Morrigan. But I
Yeah.
wanted the second one to be about me fucking Grey Warden looking for his son.
Yeah.
I thought Morrigan was shite in Inquisition compared to what she's been in other games.
In the first one, I consistently rate her as probably one of my favourite RPG characters of all time, just because in the first one she's so like well fleshed out, and even just the romance options with her, like really sort of like I was like, this
It's
is
twisted,
incredible,
isn't it? And sinister.
because she starts off like such
Really
a fucking like a closed book, but she'll shag you, and then later on it's like she's fearful of all these feelings that she's getting, and it's all fucking neuter, and then eventually she's just like, all right, cool. And it's like, fucking hell, what I like.
And the dialogue options when you learn about her backstory and how she grew up in the wilds and shit. It's
Can you
really
remember
good.
when you bet me a cup of coffee? I was playing like a male character and he bet me a cup of coffee that I wouldn't fuck the elf. So I fucked the elf.
Zebra.
It was hilarious. But my character felt dirty after that. Even I didn't care.
I've been trying to shag everyone I can on the Witcher list.
Well, my master plan's working so far. That first witch you meet.
Yeah.
Um,
Kira, I've smashed her.
Kira, I fucked her, sent her to Cairn. Triss,
I'm working on Triss at the minute.
done Triss. And then I've also, now my character's fucked Yen. Because what I want to do is send all of them to Cairn and see what happens when you go there. And all three of them are there and you've told them all you love them and you've banged them all.
Is it me or is like Yennefer the worst ever?
I think
I
Yennefer,
think she's a cunt.
thank you. I can't stand her.
Bear in mind,
Triss all the way, man.
I haven't got too far through it yet.
I know that a lot of the fanboys, because I'm late to the franchise, I didn't play 1 and 2, and a lot of people have read the books and read the lore, and you look at the rumblings online, I know we're way behind talking about the rich, but it's because we're all getting into it now. But the rumblings like, oh, if you knew the lore with Yen, if you knew the background with Yen, you'd be very forgiving and you'd realise it's the love of his life. But I'm like, nah, fuck that.
She's a cunt.
Even other people in game hammer him about the fact that she treats him like a fucking rag.
Yeah.
And she's getting him to do all sorts of shit in game. Now, I'm not going to no spoilers for you, Hal, but she gets him to do shit in game, and you pick notes up, and you can see there's something going on that she is up to and isn't being forthright and telling you. Even if it is for the greater good, she treats you like a fucking simpleton in the game. So every chance I've got, I've done the opposite. Like there's a bit where you go to a feast and she asks you not to drink. So every fucking
you got pissed out
every
your
little
skull.
every little mini game in that
Yeah.
thing was like at the end the guy's like, do you want a drink then? And I was like, yeah, yeah. And she like rolls her eyes and pulls you up and she's like, shouldn't you remember that's going on? And you're like, just drink, shut up. Like I actually find her like repellent. Very, very fucking controlling, mouthy, horrible character.
See, I felt the same way. I thought I didn't like her at all. But again, I'm the same. I didn't play Witcher 1 or 2. I'm just getting Witcher 2 like for free with Xbox
Yeah.
One. I tried to play it through, but the controls
Yeah,
are so fucking clunky. And the graphics aren't too hot either. Like.
That's what I was saying to him earlier. I was saying I wonder if it's on PlayStation now, because obviously you've got like your fucking.
I was an
Wait.
Xbox only.
Was it?
Xbox and PC
Oh,
only.
you junking. Oh well, never mind.
So Witcher 1 was PC only, I believe. Witcher 2 was Xbox PC,
Yeah.
and then Witcher 3 was
No,
only.
well, never mind.
For when I get round to building my PC, I'll probably play
Saying
it.
that, I've got an Xbox 360, like,
There you go.
so I might just pick up a copy if I can get one cheap.
Great game, like lore wise and background wise, and honestly, the music, some of the most beautiful music, not just in a game. It's just beautiful music. You know, it's so good. Like, you can just spend a while walking around in Skellige and soaking up the atmosphere, and it's just nice.
You agree?
You know, and
Oh,
some of the
mate.
monsters, like, I can't talk about it because you're not as far, but there's one in particular. I'll say you're helping one of the Jarls, right?
Right.
That's all I'll say. And there's a really, really, really spooky, two really spooky bits concerning shadows. Do you know what I'm on about?
I think I do, yes.
On the floor. The first one's on the wall in the cellar, second one's on the floor when you're talking to them.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. They're not really spoilers because they're FMVs, Hal. You'll see them. But they're just, like, when I saw them, because the artwork's that well done and the atmosphere's that well set, I was like, whoa, fucking hell. That's pretty awful, like. And what me and Hal were on about this the other day, they've managed to get the human touch into the game a lot better. Like, I know you'll have done this one, or you might have even done your first one, but you dive for some pearls for that old warrior, for that old soldier, and he wants, because he's had a running joke, him and his wife, oh, did you get me black pearl every time he's been out on an expedition?
Yeah.
Did you get me black pearl? And it was a running joke for their whole marriage, and he's like, I'm getting on in years now, if I don't get her a black pearl, when am I going to do it? So he hires you to help him, and you go and get this black pearl, and then you go back to collect your reward off him. And you're like, did she like it? And he's like, I think so, yeah. Like, he's really unsure. And you have a few speech options, and I basically said, well, she's a bit of an ingrate, isn't she? You know what I mean? If, like, you're not even that sure she likes it. And then he gets really upset and explains, oh, she keeps losing her memory, forgets who she is, forgets who I am. Basically, she's got Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I thought if I got her, like, this pearl that was a running joke, oh, marriage, it would lift the curse, her memory would come back. But it didn't work. And the quest ends there. It's like, the poor fucker, his wife's got Alzheimer's. Like, touches like that in the game is like...
I'm particularly enjoying the fact that there's no sort of... a lot of the time, there's no clear-cut right option.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the time, it doesn't matter which option you pick, there's always some negative, like, aspect
There's
tied
always
to
a
it.
I've done some stuff where I thought, oh, I've really fucked that up here, like...
Yeah.
I like the humour in it as well.
Yeah.
Like some of the shit, you know, the books you pick up.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what it says, but it references DRM, you know, the digital rights management that stops you copying games and that.
Yeah.
It mentions it as a spell, as a new spell witches have made up or some shit. And
There's some really funny stuff.
funny
in
little
there, like.
touches like that. Like,
I like the one where you go in the basement and you got to kill that, like, golem thing. I forget what it was. And it's there. It was originally there to protect, like, a wizard cellar, and it was years past the wizard had passed and all this, and it had all gone a bit tits up. And you pick the journal up with someone else who was his assistant, and it's like, lazy bastard. He didn't bother putting our names into the incantation, did he? So it's every time we walk into his laboratory, it goes psycho and tries to attack us, and all of this stuff, like, fucking dick. And it's like worded more or less like that, like, oh, I'm off, I can't work here anymore. There's loads of, like, touches like that. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. But I do like how horrendous you can be as well. You can be a pure fucking cunt in the game.
So that's what was missing from Fallout 4, if you ask me.
Well, you know how in the same way that the new Star Wars films ruined the old Star Wars films, similar kind of thing for me, the way that, because like I say, I'm playing The Witcher late, and I'm kind of glad I played The Witcher late in the regard that I enjoyed Fallout 4 a lot, but I genuinely think I'd have thought Fallout 4 was weak and plasticky if I played The Witcher thoroughly first, because the Fallout 4 just feels, the characters are lame, the dialogue's lame, there's no depth to it like there is in this game. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I couldn't even finish Fallout. I had to turn it off and just go and sell it.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I can't see myself ever going back to it.
No, me neither.
DLC or no.
No, I'm not bothering.
I mean, but the thing is, though, it's like, even just like one playthrough, that was enough, right? But I'll probably put, I don't know, let's be generous and say 100 hours in it, right? I'll put easily triple that into New Vegas.
Easy. Me,
Do you know
how
what I
much
mean?
me and you and Gary, man? Even though we were all playing single player campaign on it, we were on comms, weren't we? Oh, I'm doing this now, I'm doing this. Fucking great game. Phenomenal game. But that was from a different branch.
That was Obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm disappointed. Fallout 4, I'll be honest with you. Towards, I would say, the last fifth of the game, I wasn't even reading the dialogues. I was just going skip, 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 skip. Do you know what I mean? I was bored. I was like, the anticipation of waiting for something exciting to happen had so long passed that I've resolved that nothing exciting was going to happen. Let's just hurry through to the end. Look at all the stuff they left untouched, like the interplay they could have had between Paladin Dance and the guy who led the Brotherhood. Do you know what I mean?
I'd have liked to have seen just way more sort of like infighting between all the fucking factions, rather than just being like you pick one and the others get fucked up.
Do you know what I thought was ridiculous as well? If I ever see him again, and if I ever with the guy about the Paladin Dance,
And
then you have him as your companion and you walk on the fucking ship with him.
No, they kick off if you walk on the ship with him.
I walked on with him.
Did you? No way. Apparently, when he's with you, you become hostile to the Brotherhood.
Didn't happen to me.
No man.
The other thing I found annoying about Fallout was
Might have been a bug like because it crashed shortly after.
there's another settlement that needs your help.
Oh, you know what? Fuck Preston Garvey. Honestly,
Yeah.
he can go to hell.
Yeah, to be honest, that was the thing that sparked the game for me, if I'm honest.
The most satisfying thing for me, right, was after I'd sided with the Brotherhood, and like spoilers, but you probably should have played it by now, right? I nuked the fuck out the Institute, right? And Preston Garvey fucking like lost his fucking mind and went like proper mad and called us a mass murderer. But I delighted in the fact that I'd upset him. I was like, yeah,
you know what
fuck
my
you.
you know what my most satisfying thing was. You already know that, don't you?
Yeah, killing Mama Murphy off.
Yeah. Because I was just plying her with drugs, and he was like, "Why'd you keep giving her the drugs?" And I was saying, "Well, I hope that you can give her so many that it fucking destroys her." And lo and behold, it did. And I did quite enjoy that.
I can't believe you killed Mama Murphy.
I also liked her last line. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So it had some good touches, but you look at games like that, and I think, especially for RPGs, right, the benchmark's been set
Yeah.
with that. And it's amazing that we're talking about it this late, like a year later. But like I say, it was a slow burner for me.
The thing is, though, is it's not that amazing, really, because look at how much we still rate Dragon Age Origins, and that was 2009.
Yeah, good game.
Do you know what I mean? Nearly 8 years ago now, is it?
7.
7, yeah.
Like, I think I'll go back to Inquisition at some point, but I've got to be honest, I've had no compunction to do so.
I
Yeah.
had got back into it. I'd played it through again. This was several months ago, and I'd started doing a solo Nightmare run.
Yeah.
And I'd got reasonably far through it, and then I lost interest.
So anyway, while we're on the subject of The Witcher, there's whisperings, rumblings online from semi-reliable and fairly decent sources that I haven't seen the Easter egg myself, but in The Witcher there's an Easter egg where Ciri talks about this world she went to where people are flying around in like metal discs fighting each other and all this sort of stuff. Like could be jet fighters or spaceships, and she describes like futuristic weaponry. And there's some talk of either
Is
an
there
Easter...
any shoes with guns?
That's where I'm going with it.
So-
There's been talk that there's either going to be an Easter egg or she may even be in Cyberpunk, which would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember that conversation, but it was a long time ago since I finished the game. So
Well, apparently it's just this random Easter egg and I haven't found it yet, so I'm going to have a little more look into it online. But I'm really, really excited about Cyberpunk. Like at the moment, CD Projekt Red can do no wrong in my eyes after playing this.
there's been some new artwork released for it,
Yeah, I've seen
and
it.
it's looking
It
good.
looks fucking awesome.
Is the real question though is the shoe shooting gun that shoots bullets shaped like shoes in there?
I don't know, but do you think we should write them a letter and request it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or shoes that shoot guns that shoot shoes.
That's like an inception of guns.
Yeah, shut up,
Yeah.
pal. That's like Inception footwear.
It's not really though, is it?
It is really.
It's not that difficult to comprehend. You
It
wear
is hard.
shoes that shoot guns, and
That
those
shoot
guns
shoes.
shoot shoes.
It's still hard.
But them shoes shoot guns that shoot shoes.
Yeah,
And then at some point the chain breaks because the gun shoots a gun and it's like, oh, fucked up.
yeah. And then there's a ripping space-time continuum.
And Ciri's back in The Witcher.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Mystery solved. We've done it.
We should fucking write a game. Shit, we already have.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
brought 2 games.
Yeah. So I'm really, really fucking enjoying this game to the point where even though I'm excited about the Division, I'm also a little bit disappointed that I played The Witcher this late because I'd have loved to have finished it. But I'm not going to have that finished by Tuesday. I'm not even going to have that finished by Tuesday in May.
Well, that's the thing though. The Division is such it's much more of a like team centric game anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And it's the
I'm
same-
still going to have The Witcher to switch to, I suppose.
Yeah,
Like,
because there's always that thing that like we both have where it's like that sometimes you just don't want to fucking talk to people and you
Yeah.
just want to play the game and just fucking zone out.
Whilst we're talking about Division, I've got some notes. So the game is now available to pre-download. You know, download, but you can't play it. It's like a preloading it.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
yeah,
So some chap and he's made it preloaded on the PC and data mined the fucker. And these are the notes from it. So there's going to be some DLC that they found. One of them's an M82 sniper rifle. There's a Remington. I can't even read my own fucking writing.
I think Leamington sounds better.
700 bolt action sniper rifle.
I don't want it unless there's a Leamington.
But the M82 sniper rifle apparently is an anti-tank gun.
That's pretty cool, which means it's going to be tanks.
And another part of the DLC is a mission called Kill the Tank.
Yes.
Oh, tanks. It also revealed the whole mission lists. So all missions have 3 tiers: low, medium, and high.
Yeah.
I was watching.
So I was saying to you earlier about end game content where basically it's just replaying
Same
the missions as if they were like levels to get.
If it gets to
gear.
the point that it did with Destiny for me, what I'll do this time is I'll just put the game down until something new comes out.
Yeah.
Because what I'm hoping they don't do is fuck you like
See
Destiny
what
did,
Destiny did.
where if you step away from the game and then come back, it's like all your gear that you ground 400 hours for is now completely worthless trash. So you can either grind another 400 hours or give us this money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like fuck you.
You know how the whole game's set in Manhattan? They said that you get the whole of Manhattan. Well, apparently Brooklyn's in there as well. But what the guy was saying is the Brooklyn map is called the pre-Brooklyn Siege. So he was saying that it could be that could be the first level. You start there, you're in a police station that gets sieged, and that's how you make your escape and end up on the
I
helicopter.
was watching a developer doing an online play demo on YouTube. It was a level 27 character, and it was fucking awesome. You get you can unlock individual attribute powers and things like that. So you're all in a team, and it's like one guy is it's just like healer tank.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But it's nice that you've got that level of customization.
and you know what else is fucking awesome for people who don't want to grind in the dark zone all the time? When you've finished maxing out a base, one of the things you can buy is a currency converter. So you have your 2 currencies. You've got your normal
so
game
you
currency
could-
and
yeah.
The
you
Phoenix coins.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can convert either way. So if you want to buy top dark zone loot,
But you don't want a dark zone.
you can go and just convert currency.
I'm going to assume that it isn't a 1-to-1 though.
No, it won't be. But it'll be look how easy it is to get currency in the other zone, the one the beta. It was so
well,
easy.
Apparently there's daily missions that are going to give Phoenix coins as well.
Yeah.
So a bit like Destiny's.
Yeah, well,
Nightfall
you
and
expect
stuff,
all
yeah.
that. It's an online MMORPG, isn't it?
I'd read that there's 2 little bits of DLC coming in April and June, right, that are free, but they're not sort of DLC you have to download separately. They're just updates getting rolled into the game, and then past that point there's 3 expansions listed.
Yeah.
So there is what I was saying to you earlier, where I was I don't know if I'll still be playing it in a year's time, but I do think there's going to be a decent amount of legs in it with 3 expansions. It just depends how long you have to wait between each one, because that was the thing with Destiny really as well. It wasn't just the fact that when something new come out, all your stuff that you'd worked hard for was tat. It was you had to wait fucking
6 months to find out it was tat.
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope that they don't do that. But the one concern I have got is it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, but saying that
So
though, I
it's
mean,
something somewhere. It's too good to be true so far. Something somewhere is going to be broken.
The crafting sounds pretty good.
Crafting.
Yeah.
It says here that the blueprints can be reused to make the same weapons but with different stats, and you can recalibrate your gear. So say if it's got a specific stat on it, like plus 10 strength, and you want to change that to something else, you can, but it's random what you get. And once you change one stat, you can't go and change another one after that.
That makes a lot of sense. It's kind of, that sounds like a lot how the Diablo crafting system works. Yeah.
It was.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Because that's good though, because it's like if you really want to min max your gear to the point where like you're like, I want this X amount of stat for this thing.
Because Kaylee's at work during the day, and I only work a few hours on a night, or I'm going to hang back and play with her a lot, like, because she got like fucked out of Destiny because we all just ripped ahead.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoping that you can, on this game, it facilitates well to drop back and play with lower level players.
I think it will. I think it because it focuses a lot on single player as well. It says you don't have to be in a group to be able to play the game. So.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they have the tiers in the Dark Zone, and you can't go in the Dark Zone together. But, I mean, hopefully, maybe she could jump in my game.
Just depends what the bracket is, because I assume if it's anything like any other game with PvP that's being bracketed, it'll be 10 levels, yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
you've got to think about, in 3 weeks, the difference in our levels.
Yeah, but my point is it's like if you are hanging back and playing with her a lot, then even if she's like level 21 and you're level 28, you'd still be in the same Dark Zone bracket.
I'm kind of hoping that in the single player campaign, like say we've both run through the single player and finished it, so there's be no spoilers, then I can like do my missions again on a higher level than she has access to in her own game, but can jump in on mine and then rinse XP, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that sort of mechanic I like, you know, so it can help like lower level players along.
Apparently there's also a bit of an Easter egg in the shit that he found. There's an assault rifle called the BFG 9000.
Get in.
I don't know if that's just like a joke or what, but there you go. And speaking of Ubisoft, have you heard the shit about Far Cry Primal?
Oh yes, apparently the map's like fucking just more.
It is Far Cry 4's
it's
map.
Far Cry 4, just like
turned upside down.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've seen the thing where people have like there's a river in it.
Yeah.
Like that's the big point of reference, and there's a mountain, and you can like lay them over the top of each other, and it's like, oh yeah, it is minus a little bit.
That's a fucking joke. That is so fucking.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of an insult
Of course
to
it
the
is.
people who they're selling the game to.
Of course it is. That is so lazy. That's just like, oh, that's just fucking ridiculous. It's like me half eating these biscuits and then putting them in a bag and breaking them with a hammer so you don't have bit of them and going, do you want to buy this bag of broken biscuits? Do you know what I mean?
Or it's like BioWare making every dungeon the same in Dragon Age 2.
Yeah. I think you remember that. Been here before. Yeah, that's really shitty.
Not good, is it?
No, not good.
So, you've got any hankering to buy that game?
No.
No, I didn't really get into Far Cry 4, but it's different. Like with The Witcher, what put us off it was the fact that I was also like trying to record it, and when I couldn't be asked to record, I couldn't play it. So it was kind of like. Whereas with Far Cry 4, I played it and I got bored.
You know my crap with Far Cry 4. Too many chests even for me. I'll never
But
go
like,
back. It's too late for me.
Do you know what
I might like in a couple of years. You know, like towards the end of the PlayStation 3's life cycle where it was like, oh, I missed out on that game in 2000 and whenever, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And now there's a lull in the console. I'll buy it and play it, and I enjoyed some of them. I might go and get it again then, but like I have no...
I honestly think Far Cry Primal is the fucking Battlefield hardline of that fucking thing. I honestly do. Because it's like, this is the thing. Battlefield 4, brilliant. They went, how can we change it up but keep it the same?
So,
I know, cops and robbers. Do you know what I mean? So same thing, but just with a different,
change the
different coat
skins.
of paint. So and it's like, it's Far Cry, but it's prehistoric.
Hard
You know
line.
what I mean?
Worst game of 2015. No fucking contest. Nothing was as bad as that.
But yeah, that's honestly how I feel about Far Cry Primal. So no, I don't have any intention of picking it up.
Fucking hardline.
How far into the PS4's life are we now? It's 2 years, is it?
More than that.
2 and a bit.
2 and a bit. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, when the next console comes out, would you buy it release day?
Nah.
See, I got the PlayStation 3 a week after it was released.
I'm gonna say no. I'll probably get it early, but like, I didn't even get my PS4 until it'd been out for about 6 months. Probably, in fact, it was more like 3 or 4 months. But the point is, though,
Nah, mine was about 3 or 4 months, and yours was after mine.
yeah,
So you'll have been about 6 months. Mine was about 3 or 4 months in, wasn't it? Because I went with you to get yours.
Yeah.
So just going off the basis of my PS3, right? You convinced me to buy that, and that like the game you were playing when I bought my PS3 was Bad Company 2.
Great game.
So yeah, but towards the end of the PS3's life cycle.
Great game.
So do you know what I mean?
Still the best Battlefield.
I don't think I've bought a console on launch in a fucking long time.
Because I was thinking, you know, we're 2 and a bit years in, and how many games have actually made us go, holy fuck, that was amazing.
Do you know what as well
I think
for
it was
me?
1.
I don't know about you,
2.
but I still feel like we haven't started yet.
Yeah, I still feel a bit cheated by PlayStation Plus as well, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Like, all of a sudden we've got to start paying for it. And the service is utter shit. And the games they're giving us are crap.
I found in my head that I've been going like, oh well, the games are getting shitty. They're not platinum titles. Like, I mean, we're getting old platinum titles on the end towards the end of PS3. But I'm thinking, why it's the new gen. It's not the new gen. It's the current gen.
Yeah.
And it's fucking 2 and a bit year old. There's titles that are over 2 years old now that aren't selling. Like, I've already bought it and sold it a couple of times. Why haven't we been given The Last of Us?
Why haven't we been given Killzone?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Even Knack, I think we mentioned this before
Yeah.
a few times.
Yeah. Why haven't we been given these proper titles? We should have been given them by now. No, it's not even give. That's the wrong word. We pay.
Do you know what I think?
A subscription?
I think it's a money thing, because to even when the game is hosted for free for PlayStation Plus, obviously that's potentially sales like lost out for those, even though it's like bringing it in. So what happens is Sony pays that guy, like whoever, they go, oh, we'll give you X amount of money
Yeah.
for us to have this game for free for this month on PlayStation Plus, which is fair. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that, but it's like some indie game developer, they'll go, we'll shot you 50 grand, X amount, do you know what I mean? Or there's a AAA title, like say Killzone, I don't know, I can't remember who publishes that, but they go to this AAA developer and they go, how much for Killzone? They go, oh, this fucking exorbitant number, like several times what it would be for an indie game, and they go, alright, never mind.
You know they're getting rid of PlayStation Plus on the PS3 now.
That I'm alright with that, because
I am.
it's last gen now, and
I know.
like,
Yeah, but it's a bit...
I mean,
I don't
fucking hell. Like, if you consider the life cycle of that console, the fact that PS Plus is still going for it, it's like nearly 10 years.
As long as you can
something.
still download your old shit, I can't see
Yeah.
it being a problem.
That should be allowed, but I don't think they would. You know what they're like, it's Sony, man.
It's like if the end PS Plus, but everything's in your library or it's still on the cloud, then yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably be able to do that, I'd imagine. But like I do have this point of view of me where it's like X amount of years in, people whining about wanting this, that, and the other on an outdated console. It's like we can't give you that. It's time to move on, and you can't. Sony or Microsoft are not beholden to like keep relics alive. You know what I mean? They've kept it going for nearly 3 years, and it's last gen. So I think that's enough. Like I say, as long as you can still play online, and you can still download what you've got, I can't see there being an issue with that. All if all they're saying is no more free games,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, that'd be alright, but it's a whole playing online, downloading the games.
maybe they'll stop. If they stop it, they might stop charging PlayStation 3 people.
I don't think they'll get rid of like the whole playing online thing, because like they haven't with Xbox.
Have you heard about what Microsoft have said about the next Xbox they're going to make?
No.
Everybody online's lost their shit
They're
about
going to
it.
call it the Xbox 2.
What they're saying is, instead of making just a normal console, they're going to make a console where you can change the components, so you can upgrade the graphics. you
So
can upgrade
basically,
the
they're
RAM.
making a fucking PC.
Yeah. And
They're
everybody's
making it,
losing their shit about
what,
it.
What do you call it? A Steam box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Imagine buying a console, right? In 20 years' time, you've still got it, but you've upgraded loads of shit.
I think it's all right, but looking at the two markets, I don't see, like, by that I mean PC versus console market. I can't see it catching on.
It's because they're trying to integrate the whole
Yeah, but
Xbox
the
into
two
Windows.
markets are
and-
separate for a reason.
No, I understand that, but there's some people who just can't afford a good gaming PC.
Yeah,
But if you
those
can
guys
afford-
get an Xbox One,
Exactly, and if you get an Xbox One, then later on you think, right, I've got a bit more money, I can upgrade the graphics, or I can get a bit more RAM. to
the
make
thing
it
is though,
faster.
is all your games that you get for your Xbox One aren't they transferable for your PC anyway?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
if you buy an Xbox game now, you get a PC copy and vice versa.
Yeah, so it's like surely if they can't afford a fucking hella rig to play that, but one day they buy a mid-level rig, right, for a PC. In 3 years' time, right, they'll not be able to play anything fucking brand new. But all the games that are out now they'll be able to play because that's just how it works.
But here's the thing as well. That sounds to me like a very clever way of bowing out of the console market without bowing out.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It's just a way to bow out. It's basically a Steam box. You know, it's a Steam box. But Microsoft have talked in the last few years, they've uttered about bowing out of the console market on one or two occasions. But for me, it's the case of like, I get what you're saying about how it could be a positive thing to be able to upgrade it, but
I think it is for people who like me who are poor.
But the thing is though, is like I would like it to. I think when you've got you've got a top end PC thing, right?
Mm.
You always something new will come out in 6 months and you'll
Yeah.
get that. Do you know what I mean? And fucking hell, you've seen the prices of graphics cards and shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine if that kind of price transfers over to your console.
which it will.
In which case,
it won't,
not
it'll
fucking
double.
worth it at all.
Have you
Do
seen
you
the
know what I
prices
mean?
of hard drives for the Xbox 360 when they
Well, there
first
you
came
go,
out?
you see, so you're whole thing about it being for poor people, it's not.
Yeah, probably not, you're
It's,
right.
but it's the other way around, it's for fucking ponces. Yeah, and the console market works because it appeals to the non-PC people. Like, I don't want to have to fucking customise 50 different settings and install 37 different things to then stoop over a fucking chair and break my spine playing a game on a keyboard.
No
Well,
one
that's-
is, you don't have to do that, you can just plug it into your
Yeah,
telly.
you know I'm being facetious,
I know,
right? I
I
know
know.
that. But the point is still, like, the updating of everything and fucking...
When
all
I
that.
think of PC gaming, I think, oh god, it's going to take... It's like a fuck on. That's how I think of it. And with a console, I just sit down, turn it on and say... And I know
Yeah.
that's not right, but that's still how I think of it.
But it is right, because how many times have you, like, you've checked your spec, you've checked this, you've checked that. We've had PCs in the past. There's loads of my friends online that I talk to who've said to me that, because I bought my PC in 2002, that was the mistake I made, because I bought it at the time when it literally was out of date in 3 months or out of date in 6 months. And I accept and believe that in the last 4 years that the technology in the market settled, and that it's not so much advances now, but just different preferences become available, or a new model for something comes out and it's not that much more powerful than the last one, and the last one becomes a little bit cheaper as a consequence.
Yeah.
So like, I understand that now is a good time to be into PC gaming, and I do at some point want a PC, but I want it for like music recording, not gaming. But here's the thing, with all of that in mind, right, I still see and hear the same people who tell me everything's settled down. In another thread on the same forum, they'll be like, well, I got this game and I checked all my things and everything ticked the box. I had the right graphics card, I had the right this, I had the right that, and I've installed it and I've gone on. And it's not working, and it's saying that there's like driver errors with my graphics card. And then there's some people coming up, what brand's your graphics card? And they're like, oh, my graphics card's this brand. And then someone else say, oh, you need to download these 3 patches. And then someone else underneath go, nah, it's not working. And the developers said that they're very sorry, but there's a conflict with that brand. And I'm like, fuck me, all I wanted to do was switch the game on and play it.
A lot of
So
games.
All I've got to say is Batman Arkham... What was the newest one? Arkham City?
Night, is that
Night,
it?
Arkham Knight, that's
Yeah.
it, on the PC. They had to pull it from the shelves
Yeah,
because it was
didn't
that
fucking work.
fucked.
The thing is though, there's a lot of like AAA PC games now, right? What they do is they, even if you meet, because this is the thing, it's like they'll say minimum specs, and they'll give you like a specific thing, but they won't be like a specific brand. It's just that kind of level
I know
of
that,
power.
I know that, yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
But a lot of them are really fucking arsey. So things that meet that level of power, but they'll be like, nah.
Yeah, they give you 3, don't they? They give you minimum spec, recommended spec, and top spec. Usually, don't they? And
A lot of the time, it might be like you've got to.
AMD chip, and
yeah,
it won't
like
work with
it-
an AMD as well as it does with a Pentium. I know this is what I'm saying, but they don't. There's no heads up on that. There's no pre-warning on
Yeah.
that. And then you go on, it's like, oh, they're working on a patch.
You know, I can't do too much gaming on a PC anymore because obviously I've got a Mac, and when I bought it for stuff like Photoshop, so I wasn't asked about a graphics card. But I downloaded XCOM 2 for it, and my Mac didn't meet the minimum requirements. The game still played, but every time I loaded it up, I was thinking, this is a fuck on.
Yeah.
I've got a keyboard and mouse, I've got nowhere to put them. I've got to sit, like, stooped over in front of the telly with a keyboard and mouse, and it was doing me tits in. So yeah, I've never played it since.
See, that's my thing. I prefer the ease of just... And I have no problem with the because I would like I say, I want a PC, I'm going to build it for music. If I do have spare money, I will build it up into a gaming machine. Right, I'd love to have the best of both worlds. Like certain games that I'll never be able to get my hands on the PlayStation, then or like a Steam account and the stuff you can fucking pile in there for like next
Cheap
to nothing.
as fuck,
Yeah, so like that appeals to me greatly.
One of the things I read today, which I mean, like, again, isn't particularly relevant to us, but is relevant to what you were just saying, is a lot of the stuff that they have on sale on Steam is a lot of the time they do bundles. So it's like, say, there might be a BioWare bundle where all the BioWare games are on. Now, the problem with that before is, say if I owned fucking Dragon Age 1 and it had a Dragon Age bundle on, I'd still be paying something towards Dragon Age 1 that I already had. Not anymore. What they've done now is any games that you have in the bundle reduce the price by a certain percentage. So like basically, if there's a game and it's got 6 bundles and you've got 3 of them, you'd only pay half of what you would for it anyway.
That's really good.
Which is really cool.
I wish they would start doing shit like that in the PlayStation store, the Xbox
Yeah.
store, but it'll never happen. Because dickheads keep paying 60 quid for a game.
See, the thing is though, is like every now and again there's flash sales on the PSN store, and like you can get fucking bargains. Like I got Battlefront for 24 quid, but the problem is though, is nowhere did it say that was that. The only reason I knew it was on flash sale was because I was reading some fucking some fucking gaming website.
If you go, my PlayStation's on now, right?
If I go in the store, if there's a flash sale, it says
Check.
it tells us.
Yeah, you have to go in the store though.
Yeah.
But check this out, right? Where's my pad's over here, isn't it? Watch, look at this. This I find bizarre. Where are we at? Notifications from PlayStation. I've never deleted a single one. Right.
Yeah, like how nice would that be if it was
for
like
the listeners, would somebody please read, pick any one of the notifications from my notification list and read it?
There are no notifications.
How would you like to pick one?
Yeah,
Read it.
there are no notifications.
Now I've had my PlayStation, give or take the first 3 months that it came out, right? I've had that PlayStation since then. That's how many times PlayStation have used their notification facility and notified me, hey Andy, there's a flash sale on.
Yeah, but how nice? That's the thing. How nice would that be if it was like, oh, like this is currently on sale, 60% off in the
What I
PlayStation
also
store.
enjoy, right, is electronically. Sony knows which games I've been playing on because they're installed.
Yeah.
I enjoy this.
Oh, we think you will like this
Yes.
because you have played, and
What?
they just list the same games in every different category.
But it also lists games I already have.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is though? I found the lists completely arbitrary half the time.
Yeah.
Like
I
sometimes.
want to look at it now because I bet my list's about the fucking same as yours too.
Because like half the time I'll be like, oh, you're interested in like
you're
Street
involved with
Fighter.
You, aren't you,
Yeah,
Michael?
just for you.
Right, have you got why FIFA? Have you
Well,
got
that's games your friends are playing right now.
Right.
So if you go down, videos your friends are watching, right, top rated by your friends.
There, look at that. Because you go down one more,
Wait, who the fuck is top rated Far Cry Primal?
someone on your
Or
friends list.
Battlefield Hardline.
Look at that though. Because you bought Tom Clancy's The Division beta, you should get Minecraft. How the fuck is that even the same?
Or Firewatch.
What
That's
the fuck?
not like it. Or
Yeah, look.
Unravel.
Like, do you know what I mean? This is what I mean about being arbitrary. They're not the same.
Like, go down. Because you bought Nom Nom Galaxy.
I didn't, I got it free. but-
Yeah. Minecraft.
This War of Mine, which is actually by all accounts reasonable, but nothing like Nom Nom Galaxy.
Oh, but look, you go down another one, best selling PS4 games.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah, but look at that. Alien Isolation saved 66%. How? Would any of us known that was on sale?
If I
If
hadn't
not,
been doing this
yeah,
now.
if we hadn't looked.
Yeah, I did, because I saw it in the shop the other day. I check it every now and then.
That's fucking garbage, like. Yeah, it's fucking PlayStation Store is garbage. And remember when we sat in your house, Michael, and we watched the pre-launch?
Yep.
And one of the things they promised was, and they said, and the exact words were, "We promise that the PlayStation Store will be competitively priced from now on."
Can you not remember the shit they said about, oh, if you download a game from the store, you can play it before it's finished downloading?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
it's full of shit.
Bollocks.
They're just like, oh, everyone's forgot.
What, like, just to, like, sort of, like, you know, balance it out a bit, because there has been quite a lot of PlayStation bashing in the last 20 minutes. The next firmware update's out shortly.
Yeah, I got offered to beta test it.
And, like, I mean,
I would never ever beta test firmware, ever.
No.
Because there's a disclaimer when you sign it, it says if it fucks your PlayStation, they're not liable.
yeah. But
Will you try it? If we break the gear, we'll not replace it.
some of the things that they're adding is,
You can stream to your PC or Mac.
yeah, there's notifications when your friends come online. So, you know, the PS3, you say, like, such and such just come online. Obviously,
You
turn
can
off.
become
but-
invisible.
Yeah, that's the main one, though. You can go incognito.
Yeah, because sometimes I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Ha ha, Steve Fistjolls. Always, and there's a few others I'll get like message after message.
You
Like,
can also turn notifications off for if you don't want to see them, if you're watching a movie or Netflix or
yeah,
something
well,
like
that's
that.
when I get them. It's like I'm blatantly on YouTube or I'm blatantly on Netflix, and I get the same people inviting me over and over
Yeah.
again. Like literally within 4 seconds, bam, 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 and I'm like, fuck off.
So that, while it isn't amazing, is nice.
Has anybody tried the Uncharted beta?
No.
No, I've heard that the actual full game's been pushed back another 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but
I tried the beta the other day.
ain't good.
Seems like it might be fun. It's got elements of The Last of Us Online, and the maps are tiny though. But again, it's just a beta, so you never know.
Yeah. I didn't. I mean, like,
Is any news on the next Last of Us yet?
Yes,
it's called The First of Us.
it's a prequel.
It's about when. It's about when.
Cro-Magnon, yeah, he's in the loincloth with a club,
No, it's
It's the same maps as The Last of Us, just
upside
inverted.
down.
it's set. It's set when what's his face Joel was a young and then where he got bummed off his bad uncle.
No, apparently Nolan North has let slip that they're on making it now, and he said once Uncharted's done and dusted, they'll apparently be ploughing straight into Last of Us 2. I don't know if there's any truth to that,
Let's hope it's good.
because obviously Nolan North only did a small part in The Last of Us. And
Let's
his
hope it's
character
good.
died in it.
Let's hope
Who
it
was
is.
his?
He was the guy who tried to rape Ellie towards the end.
Ah, yes.
Creepy guy one day.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, on to No Man's Sky.
Yeah, finally got a release date,
Mhm.
June 21st or something, doesn't it? Or 20.
I've pre-ordered it.
I bet you it gets pushed back.
If it does, I'll cry. But I don't
I'm
care.
looking forward to it.
I am. I think it's going to be a good game.
So
I think what's nice as well for me is it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know how to put it.
it's are you trying to say like there's hype, but it's not hype?
Yes,
Yes, I
yes.
know what you mean. Because this is the one game I want to live up to the hype that it hasn't had.
Yeah,
it
if
hasn't
you know
been
what I mean.
overhyped. I know what you
Yeah.
mean. It hasn't been like,
It's like people
Oh
are like
my
this
God.
looks really good, but it's not being like it's going to be the best thing ever. It's going to change the world.
And the guys who were making it, Hello Games, haven't gone, all right, he's a new trailer, he's something else.
I'm looking
they've
forward
kept
to
us in the
how
dark.
Anita Sarkeesian finds it sexist. I'm really looking forward to that.
Why does it have to be No Man's Sky?
Why can't it be? Why can't it be no person of gender specifications? Sky. Why can't I make my
I
man?
don't choose to identify as that.
Why can't I make my man transgender? Fucking wangers.
So there's a special a special edition, which you can only get in America, and that's only for PC, which comes with a cool die-cast metal ship, an art book, some other shit, stickers that you can put on the ship. I know it's stupid. The PlayStation 1 comes with a steelbook, an art book, some in-game content,
Our book's cool though.
and that was only available in America up until yesterday when I found it in the UK, and I've pre-ordered that.
I'm really looking forward to discovering my first planet
And naming it
naming all my animals after genitalia and stuff. Like all the, you know what I mean? That's,
saggy vag cheeks.
yeah, stuff like that, yeah. Feisty blue waffle, things like that.
Thing is, though, is you can visit planets that other people have discovered, can't
And
you?
you'll see the
can't.
names of what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
call
So
them.
it's going to be excellent going there and being like, oh, that's called like fucking.
Cock nose wobble.
Right. Oh look, there's a lesser spotted cock juggler. I'm really, the one thing I'm dreading about that game, and I'm dreading it massively, is the amount of hours and hours and hours I'm going to have to spend trawling the galaxy just looking for him so I can blow him up.
The thing is, though, is like, it doesn't have, like, what's the age thing for it? Has it got a PEGI rating yet?
I don't think
Because
so.
I don't think it's going to be like 18 plus by any stretch.
I think
it'll
it'll
be
be
like
15.
But the thing is, though, it'll have to be, surely, because.
There is a lot of violence in it.
And there's going to be a hell of a lot of fucking swearing in it because everything you come across is going to be called like fucking cunt flaps, something or other.
Cock Muncher 32.
Yeah, and it's like, I bought this game because it said it was a 12 plus. You know what I mean? There's going to be loads of angry mothers out there. But then that's the whole Rockstar argument again.
Oh look, there's an ass blaster horny toad.
I can't wait for it. And I know what you mean about the whole hype, no hype thing, because that's what I'm thinking about, really. It's going to be awesome. I'm a bit worried about how much time it's going to rob us of.
That's hardly a bad thing.
I think once I get it, that's it. I don't think I'll be playing anything else.
I think any game that sucks me in that like hard just isn't like, I don't even see it as a problem. I see it as time well spent. First XCOM, the amount of hours I put into that was unreal.
I lost about 2 nights of my life the first time I played it.
This is the thing. I remember telling him, I was like, mate, you'd love it. You'd fucking love it. And he was like, and then he tried it out, and I got a message. I got a call off him the next day, and it was early. And he was like, mate, I fucking hate you. I haven't slept. And so I've just been up playing it all night. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's good. Like,
Yeah, so we've got Division coming out on Tuesday. Then
hopefully,
No Man's Sky
mine.
next.
Sometimes they arrive a day before. I mean, all that'll mean is I'll be able to install it though. I don't think the servers go like till Tuesday, do they?
You should be able to play it. It should be fine. Yeah. As soon as that comes, I'll get an email saying it's being delivered, and then you can come and grab it. But I think No Man's Sky is definitely the next.
I might do my first unboxing video.
Do it.
I might put it on the. I might stick it on the Grumpy Gamers page instead of mine. I don't know. We'll see.
You just want to show off your watch, don't you?
I'm dying to get the watch. The watch is what it's all about. I love fucking watches. Not fucking watches. not the verb, the noun.
Bit of a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
So you've seen the
I did an awesome one of them a while ago, and I meant to say I fucking hate kids, but it came out as I hate fucking kids.
Well, that's quite a healthy attitude.
Well, yeah, but at the same time it was just like it wasn't.
God, you've got to do what you've got to do.
Wasn't the context I was aiming for.
God, I hate fucking kids, but you've got to do what you've got to do, haven't you? It's just
I
sometimes,
don't like my work, but I've got to do
No.
it. Someone's got to.
It's called a job. It's called a job for a reason. It wouldn't be called work if it was fun, would it? Oh God. I might pre-order No Man's Sky, like, because I do want to play that. I've been like, I wasn't as excited about it as you were when you first heard about it, but then when I heard a bit more about it and I heard like about how much freedom's in it.
But that's the thing, we've heard nothing since then, which is why I'm
They
like...
have released a new video that's showing you how the trading works and showing you some of the characters you'll meet, like NPCs and shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet,
And
but
I
I might
haven't-
just leave it that way.
Well, I haven't watched it either, and I've purposely done that because I don't want to see any more.
See, that's the thing, certain
I'm gonna
games,
watch it.
the ones that actually do
I'm going
really...
to watch it.
The ones that really do appeal to me, I often go like dark on them
Yeah,
until they
I'm
until
definitely going
release.
to watch this trailer. As soon as you go,
Do it.
I'm going to.
So EA has said that Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 5 will release before Christmas, and Battlefield 5 may be World War 1.
Oh,
that would be pretty cool.
I hope so.
That'd be really cool.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I would like that, actually.
Yeah, 'cause
Would it be
I-
nice?
Well, no, the thing is though, right? Bad Company 2 had loads of old school weapons, right? The other Battlefields, yeah.
Well, Battlefield 2, the add-on was Vietnam,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Battlefield 3 is great,
We've got
It's
too many
great.
modern military
Battlefield
shooters. Yeah.
4 is what Battlefield 3 should have been. It refined it and made it good. But yes, it's all modern tech. It's all like state-of-the-art gadgetry. Yes, a lot of it's based on real-life gadgetry, mainly American gadgetry because they fucking have a multi-billion-pound military budget, and it's all catered towards your fucking that market. But the old school, do you know what it puts me in mind of? Can you remember the old PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 Call of Duties?
Yep, the good ones.
The ones that were actually...
The ones on the PC.
I'd like to say a Battlefield like version of essentially like Medal of Honor Rising Sun, that kind of like game, but in like Battlefield.
Yeah, I would fucking love to see. There was one of the earliest Call of Duties was a World War One Call of Duty, and it was a campaign game, and it was fucking excellent.
Well, the first Call of Duty I remember was World War Two, and then there was the second one was the big red one, which was you started off as a communist in Russia.
I think that's the
And
one.
that,
I think
that
of,
was
you
my
know.
favourite.
That's the
Call
one
of
I
Duty.
liked
It's
because
fucking awesome.
that's the one that you lent me when you'd finished it because you said you have to play this, and it was incredible. The bit where you get the old-fashioned sniper rifle on the roof.
Yes,
Yeah, what a game.
that was Call of Duty 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that style. That I really hope they do that. In fact, if that's true, I'm fucking excited because I've been at the point with Battlefield. Do you know I've sold Battlefield 4?
I don't blame you.
I've sold it. I've got rid of it. I don't play it anymore. I mean, I like the game. But you know what it was? It was way too fucking big to play without fucking spending megabucks.
Yeah.
And it was like the kit you got left behind if you weren't playing. And it was so buggy. And you know, I hope that I still want a big game, but I hope they trim it down a bit. They trim the gadgetry down, and they just make it a good old-fashioned because you know what Battlefield used to be about? It used to be about destruction, and it used to be about the maps.
And it used to be about the fucking story, the single player
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah, oh fuck me. The campaign on Battlefield 4 is
Dog shit.
garbage. The campaign on Battlefield 3 was garbage. They get fucking stereotypical.
I never played it
It was garbage.
because it was garbage.
And Hardline, I mean, that was, to be honest, that was the level of writing that could only be rivalled by the likes of like Byron, Keats or Shelley or Shakespeare. I mean, it was
Michael
a beautiful,
Shakespeare.
it was a beautiful thing to behold. It was fucking trash. Honestly, it was like somebody who wrote an 80s cop show. Yeah. It's like somebody who wrote a cop show in the 80s had a shit. And then they said, right, there's your script. And they were like, oh, that's that mate. Are you
do
really
something with this.
Are you really the guy who wrote the reissue of Knight Rider? Do you remember the redo of Knight Rider?
That was awful.
Yeah. Oh, we've got the guy who did the redo of Knight Rider. I don't think it was him, but you know what I mean. It was that fucking dreadful. Did you write Oh Man?
Did you write 3 episodes of Baywatch?
Was it you who wrote Manimal?
Fuck off. Manimal was a classic. You do not bring Manimal into this.
You know what I mean, though? Like, fuck me. So, yeah, that's the most exciting thing you've ever told me in your life, Hal. Well done. You've peaked.
What?
was me who
I
told
gonna
you.
Was
say,
it you?
Yeah.
Well,
He's that excited.
But wait, you're still down there.
Right.
You've peaked,
Right. All over your face.
if you want.
Alright.
If that's what you want it to be. You've peaked.
So have you seen a game called Firewatch?
I've seen it.
I've
seen
heard about it.
PlayStation keep trying to sell it to me.
Yeah.
Well, I thought, you know, it was Hal bought Journey a while back.
I'm not buying Firewatch.
He's bought and
I
played it.
bought it.
It's your turn next, though.
I thought-
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
There's only you
I'm
left
not
to
doing
go.
I thought, you know what, I'll buy an indie game and I'll play it.
Yeah.
I'll do Helldivers.
No,
I've done it.
no. It has to be.
I'll
It has to be
I'll
Journey Firewatch-esque.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
You have to,
It does.
No,
you
it
have to
We
buy
all have to buy a
Unravel.
game we don't like. Yes, yes. You have to buy Unravel and play it.
You're going to be right. This is how this is going to work. Let me explain this to you.
You'll buy Unravel.
No.
You'll play it. You'll hate
You're
it.
going to keep
No, you'll
saying,
love it.
You're
It's your
gonna keep
favourite
saying-
game ever.
You're going to
You'll
keep saying I
platinum
need
it.
to buy certain things, and then I'm not going to buy them.
You know what, actually, Firewatch was really well written and the voice acting was fucking awesome in it.
What's it about?
The
What
problem
is
is though, is it's that
It's got no replay
Yes.
value.
Do you know what it is? It's the same kettle of fish as everyone's got the Rapture. For me, it's like people describe it as like a walking simulator.
No. This is a hiking simulator.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
in the woods.
Sorry, my mistake.
No, actually, you know what? When I bought it, I played the first level and I thought, oh. And then I forced myself to play it this week. And it got better and better, like story. There was a few moments where it was actually really tense. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no replay value in it whatsoever. But you're this guy, you go to a fucking...
But it's light on
Watchtower,
gameplay, isn't it? Yeah.
Because your wife's got Alzheimer's and you shipped her off to Australia.
As you do.
Yeah, sounds real.
It's set in the 80s.
How else are you going to find another bird?
Exactly. And then you start talking to this woman who's your boss, and then end up having this weird relationship. You never meet her. And then some shit goes down, and you've got to get to the bottom of it, and that's pretty much it. But the story's actually quite good, but the voice acting's even better.
Sounds incredible.
It's actually worth a playthrough, but it's not worth paying 15
Yeah.
quid for like I did.
Right, well, this is
That's
exactly
pretty
why.
much how I feel about Journey, but the price, I'd say it's worth a playthrough, but not for £6.
Not even for 6 quid.
Not even for £6.
And the graphics are quite nice, and it's got some nice scenery, if you like that kind of shit.
The thing is, it's not even the graphics are that nice, they're just aesthetically
The thing is,
pleasing.
yes.
if I wanted something for graphics and scenery, I'd take the fucking dog for a walk.
But that means you've got to go outside. Fuck that shit.
So if you're listening, Firewatch developers, what you need is some dog DLC.
Yeah,
Dog DLC, yeah.
yeah, I'll take the dog with us. Get a nice big Akita. Good boy, isn't he?
And on that note, Hal, I'm sure you said you had something about
Yes.
football.
I do, yes.
That's fascinating. We're done.
I've a guess, both Pez and Football Manager via updates are going to be removing Adam Johnson from their rosters, yeah.
Nonsense Johnson.
Yeah. He's gone the distance.
Do you know what's really funny as well? I mean, the guy is that Sunderland player, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, what a shit thing to do with your life. And he's a nonce. Hey! Sorry.
Also, the other thing was, have a guess how much EA makes per year on additional content for AAA games. So we're
Oh,
talking.
yes, I saw this.
Yeah.
It was like, was it $1 billion, $2 billion?
It's $1.3 billion, which
That's
works at roughly £935 million
Of
per year
DLC.
of additional content for
it's
AAA games.
Can't wait to that, like.
Also, have a guess how much FIFA comes in at, bearing in mind that that's like the daft £4 or £5 card packs that you buy for
I
your
would
team.
say
Probably
pretty
just
much
less than half of it.
60% of it.
You're closer.
Really?
600 million plus.
Really?
Just on FIFA.
Jesus Christ.
That is incredible.
So 300 million spread over the rest of the games.
Isn't terrible by all accounts. I mean, well, actually, they're still robbing you of quite a lot of money when you think you've paid 60 quid. That's always been the issue. But
Yeah.
FIFA, like, this is the thing. The article was basically everyone complains about paying extra for money when they've already shelled out top dollar for a fucking AAA game. But it's like, but you can't argue with the numbers. People are doing it, and they're doing a fucking lot of it.
Yeah.
That was basically the gist of the article.
Well, I've always heard people complain about FIFA Online that to play it you've got to spend money to buy shit, or
Oh,
people are going to
FIFA is
whoop
the
it.
FIFA is the flagship of pay to win. Like, it's the flagship. It's the absolute template of pay to win. It's like if you want to build a good pay to win game, you wouldn't go too far wrong setting it up on the fucking FIFA model. It is ridiculous.
But what happens if people want to keep Adam Johnson in the team?
Well, it
I
sucks
guess
to be
they
them.
don't update the.
Has he been sacked from Sunderland? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gone the distance.
Basically, the crack was he said he was innocent. Someone were like, "All right, and we'll suspend you," and he said, "I'm going to plead not guilty of
oh, he
trial."
got caught. He was guilty of finger blasting.
Yeah, it was.
So as soon as
Didn't
his
fuck
trial
that finger blasted
started,
her.
he said, "I'm guilty," and Sunderland went, "Whoa, hang on, that's not what you told us. You're going to say you're fired." And that's it.
But yeah, basically.
What
And
a
let's
nightmare.
be honest, he did fuck. He's just got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably worth millions, though. That's the sickening thing. He's probably made his millions.
I saw a headline say he's going to make 15 million in China or some shit. I don't know how. I don't know if he's
Has he been signed in China?
once he's released.
He's
maybe.
got his own brand of footballs and he'd be stitched.
Released? did he go? Has he gone down? I haven't been following it.
Yeah, he's gone down.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's not
he's-
going to be for long.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell. Yeah, he'll go to China.
It's only like, I'm sure it's only like fucking a few years, isn't it?
Yeah.
He won't. He'll serve like 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, that's if he doesn't get the shit kicked out of him.
Or basically, he'll end up paying his way to a fucking nice, comfy cell somewhere because if he doesn't, he's going to get fucking killed inside. That's how it's going to work.
Apparently he's going to the same place where Ian Huntley is. I don't know where that is. Is he in Durham?
I think Ian Huntley was in Durham. Yeah. Durham's got a massive non-swing. Nonsense Johnson. Fucking hell, man. My God, the fucking world.
But that's brilliant, that though.
Is his missus still standing by his wallet? I mean him.
No.
Oh, she done now.
Yes.
That's the thing though as well. I'm saying not FIFA, PES and Football Manager are removing him from the roster.
Oh shit, yeah, but FIFA no.
FIFA are quite happy to keep him apparently. So, I wonder how many people will deliberately keep him in their fucking Sunderland side.
I wonder if he still gets licensed from that then, paid.
Probably he'll have to because they're using his likeness. So yeah.
I don't know how it works. So I don't know if you get installed payments or if it's like a one-off lumper. I don't know.
There'll probably be some clause involved where it's like if anything does where
if you
your
touch kids,
where your likeness would potentially damage the company or whatever, then we don't give you nothing. No.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, well, nice way to end the podcast talking about.
You know, on
kids.
FIFA, did he still do that thing? You know, it used to show you the animations where, say, if it was a World Cup game, you could put in the England squad where it used to walk them out with mascots. So you'd be like, can you remember? Do you remember? On one of the things where you walk out, you hold the hands of a child. Why is no one capitalised on this screen cap moment? Why have we not got hundreds of thousands of followers because somebody would do it? As they heard me say this, they'd be like, "That's a brilliant idea." We could offer a prize for the best screen cap. Do you know what I mean? Oh,
that'd be brilliant.
Hell, man. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm surprised that hasn't. In fact, the chances are good it's been done already, given that the internet being what it is, and it's never too soon on the internet for things like that. Nothing's all bad.
Yeah, that's true. Oh well.
On that note, anybody else got anything?
Yeah, molestation. It's a touchy subject.
We've been the creepy uncles your parents warned you about.
Yeah.
Bye.